Yes, 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 I am back. It's after 10 p.m. here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia. But like I promised, exclusives for you. Exclusives for you, wherever you are in Africa, in Europe, in America, or in Southeast Asia here. I am coming your way with exclusives only because earlier on, I gave you about 16, 17 minutes of news items all around Europe. Tonight, over here, or this afternoon, wherever you are, it's all about exclusives. Quickly, we start. I will not take much of your time again, like I did in the afternoon. Yes, quickly we start. Understands Chelsea could add at least 3 more in the January window with another striker and creative player still wanted by Pochettino. You get it? This is an exclusive news I'm giving you. This is coming from Fraser Fletcher. He's an insider. He is an insider. Yes, Fraser Fletcher is an insider. So I understand Chelsea could add at least 3 more in the January window with another striker and creative player still wanted by Pochettino. That means that we haven't finished building our squad yet. It's not just a striker we want. We still want a creative player in the January window. And so, like I said earlier on today, that when it comes to the striking department, Victor Osimhen is number 1 on the list. But there's another priority target, which I will come to. We know about it already. Ivan Toney. Yes. And we are looking at another creative player in the January window. I'm talking about 3 months from now, less than 3 to 4 months, less than 4 months actually from now. 4 months from now, let me put it that way. So we haven't finished building yet. But I just want to hope that our squad will not be another bloated squad. Because as it stands right now, we still need to let some players go. Trevor Chalobah must go. That we know. One player that I wouldn't like to sell, or Chelsea to sell, is Conor Gallagher. I'm aware Tottenham, they are still planning to bid for him in January transfer window. But I just pray and hope that we will not make mistake by letting go who? Conor Gallagher. Yes, he can be there. Anything can happen. Assuming this issue of Romeo Lavia now, assuming we sold him in January transfer window, what do you think could have happened to us? Lavia will be out for another 2 months, right? 2 to 3 months. Yes. No, sorry. About 6 weeks, right? Lavia will be out for about 6 weeks. It's in Kuku that will be back in about 2 to 3 months' time. So we need to keep a player like Conor Gallagher, honestly. So this is an exclusive for you tonight. Chelsea are in the market. Understand Chelsea could add at least 3 more in the January transfer window. Yeah. Exclusives. Exclusives. Okay. Exclusive. Arsenal Chief Executive Vinay Venkatsaham to exit role next summer. He joined in 2010, made CEO 2020, well regarded in football, plus chose to seek new challenge. Interim period gives Arsenal Football Club time to succession plan. Business as usual until then. So Arsenal CEO is leaving, departing the club in the next summer. But right now, between now and then, we still be working and operating as the CEO, and we'll make room for succession plan. That is an exclusive news. You can't get it anywhere. We have insiders that deliver this news to us. This is an insider news. Arsenal CEO is leaving next summer. We can mark it down. If I'm lying, next summer, you come and meet me and tell me, Mr. Salom Block, you lied to us. Anyway, exclusive. Chelsea have no intention of letting Reece James go, but will listen as long as a good price is offered by Real Madrid. This is one of the things I don't want to be talking about. There are some players that are supposed to be marked untouchable. Reece James should be untouchable. It doesn't matter the price that anybody will bring, whether Real Madrid or anyone will bring. We should label certain players as untouchable. That is how it's supposed to be. Chelsea Football Club is supposed to they need to mark players like Reece James as untouchable. We cannot, because of money, let go our precious, players. The future is very important. We need to hold on to players like Reece James in the club. They should be marked untouchable. It does not matter how much money Real Madrid is presenting. Yes. Anyway, we move on. Yes, Harry Maguire's mom's statement. Harry Maguire, the mother, came up today and released a statement. I understand as a mother, not only me, in the football world, we understand. As a mother, you'll be on the defensive side trying to defend your own son. Every mother will do same. We understand. The mother came in to release a statement in support of the son. We understand. But there is something that she's missing out. In this market, in this business, football world, when your son performs well, the whole world will praise him. As a matter of fact, it is the same media, the same journalist, the same pundit, they sell players to the highest bidder. And it is the same media, the same pundits, the same fans. When the player is not performing well, they'll make sure they'll bring you low. And if you're not very careful, your career will even end. Your career can even end from there. But if you are doing well, it's the same pundits, the same fans, the same media, journalists are the one that sells the same player to the highest bidder. So first of all, before I read the mother's statement, that is what the mother needs to understand here. If she doesn't know the business, then someone needs to tell her. But anyway, she was speaking from a mother's perspective. This is what she has to say. As a mom, seeing the level of negative and abusive comments in which is receiving from some fans, pundit and the media is disgraceful and totally unacceptable to any walk of life. Never mind someone who works his socks off for club and country. I was there in the stands as usual. It's not acceptable what's been created over nothing. I understand that in the world of football, there are ups and downs, positives and negatives. But what Harry receives has gone far beyond football. For me, seeing him go through what he's going through is not okay. I would hate to have to see other parents or players go through this in future, especially young boys and girls breaking through the ranks today. Harry has made a massive heart, and it's a good job. He's mentally strong and can handle it, as others may not be able to. I wish this sort of abuse on nobody. This is a statement from a mother with a heart for the son. But the fact remains, this is football world, mom. This is football world. Your son is receiving a quid. The quid your son is receiving every week. Some of us, if we receive that, if we get that in a year, we'll be giving testimonies everywhere. So if your son is messing up, scoring an own goal, you can imagine the whole nation, letting the whole nation down. We understand he's out of form. And personally, I don't blame him. I don't blame Harry Maguire. I don't blame him. He's the coach. There are players that are on form that are supposed to be utilized. The coach chose to use him. He, as a player, cannot say no to his national call-up. He cannot say no to a national call-up. It is the coach. Unfortunately, instead of the fans to direct their anger towards the coach, they are rather directing the anger towards the player. And so you have to learn to bear the responsibility with your son. You have to learn to advise your son to be strong. It is a coach that is letting your son down. Your son cannot say no because he wants the opportunity to play football. That is how it is. I'm sorry to say, mom, but that is how it is. I understand the situation you find yourself in as a mother. And any good mother, any good parent, father or mother will do the same. I understand you. You are only fighting for your son. Now, your son also came up with his own statement. Harry Maguire came up with his own personal statement. These are all exclusive news, like I told you. Harry Maguire, he said, the fans have seen what I have delivered for England over 59 caps. I have been to 3 major tournaments with them. They have followed us around loud and proud, and I have grown up a huge England fan. And nothing is better than receiving a great reception every time I play for my country. You see the statement from him. He understands that when the team do well, or when if anytime he did well, the fans are there. They've been there. He grew up a lot of fun for the country, and he's proud of that. Now that he's going through challenges, just as the fan base that he helped to build up for the country, the same fan base, when they are disappointed, they also have the right to vent their anger. Unfortunately, they are venting their anger on the wrong person because it's not Harry's fault. It is the coach. That is my personal take. That is my take on the matter. Yes. Finally, the last but not the least, before I let you go, Paul Pogba will request a second opinion on his positive testosterone test. The French man wants to do everything in his power to prove he had the substance in his system unintentionally and to avoid a possible 4-year suspension. That is very good. He wants to prove to the world that he didn't purposely took in any drug to enhance his physics, to enhance his system, his build-up or strength, but rather maybe food supplement or something. Yeah, so he wants to do everything possible to prove to the world to avoid a 4-year ban. Most probably they will still ban. They might still ban him, but he might not receive the 4-year ban has been, circulated. That is what Pogba is trying to do right now. Now, before I let you go, Ivan Toney is Chelsea's priority transfer target for January. That you know, and you are getting it from me exclusively. Yes, I made it very clear. If the deal, the underground deal that is being cooked with Victor Osimhen didn't go through, then Ivan Toney is a priority target. It depends on how things will work out between now and January. Shalom and peace.